Hello everyone, and welcome to Space Force. Last time we introduced the topic of resource selection functions and how to build a simple resource selection function model. This week we will discuss a related topic, multi-scale habitat selection. Multi-scale habitat selection recognizes that organisms select habitat at multiple hierarchical levels and at different spatial or temporal scales within each level. Some key concepts of multi-scale habitat selection include space-time scaling of ecological systems, which accounts for the spatial and temporal variability at different grains and extents, organism-centered perspectives, which emphasize species-habitat relationships, multi-level habitat selection, which recognizes different orders of selection, and lastly, ecological neighborhoods, in which different ecological processes have different neighborhoods or appropriate spatial scales. Additionally, when conducting multi-scale habitat selection analyses, it is important to distinguish between levels and scales, clearly define each level, and evaluate multiple scales within each level to produce an optimized multi-scale, multi-variable model.
Let's illustrate this with an example. In a recent study, Stevens et al. 2023 examined the multi-scale effects of land cover, weather, and fire on the abundance of Colombian sharp-tailed grouse. The researchers identified the optimal spatio-temporal scale of effect for each covariate predicted to affect local abundance. In their abundance models, the optimal scales of effect differed in both space and time for each covariate, which also included time-lagged and multi-year effects and spatial extents larger than previously examined. Previous studies have primarily focused on the spatial extent of 2 kilometers from the breeding grounds, where most of the nesting and brood-rearing activities take place. In this study, a few covariates such as shrub cover were more influential at spatial scales other than 2 kilometers. The researchers highlighted that factors impacting abundance may be missed if only examining variables at a single scale. Ultimately, utilizing multi-scale habitat selection models will enable us to make stronger inferences and predictions regarding the observed habitat use patterns for focal species.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more content from Space Force.